40 miles remaining on this oil change. Look at that, no mess, nice and clean. It is super easy to do maintenance on this car. Love it. Synthetic oil, or whatever your beverage of choice. Heat, heat, heat. Welcome to my 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander vlog. This is oil change number 4 for the Outlander. I am right at 16,000 miles, which means it's been exactly 5,000 miles since the last oil change. And these are tools we need. Just a 17mm socket for a stock drain bolt. I have a magnetic drain plug, if you remember, so that one is 14mm. I'm also using this oil filter wrench. Mitsubishi oil filter. Here's the part number, MZ690072. And you're gonna need about 4 quarts of the 0W20 synthetic oil, or whatever is your beverage of choice. And then of course we have the torque wrench on there, just for those of you who are super anal about the torque on your drain bolt. All right, let's begin. Oil level still looks pretty good. It looks a little bit dark, but that's 5,000 miles for you. Now, once we're under the vehicle, this is actually a joy to replace the oil in this. I don't need to jack it up. The car is just sitting on the garage floor. There's the drain bolt here. And then once I get that all drained, if we look straight up, this is the oil filter, so drops right down. There's nothing to remove, which of course, if there was a splash shield, you probably wouldn't be seeing this mess here, but very easy to replace it. So let's drain that. Got the drain bolt loosened. Now mine is a magnetic drain plug, so I need to remember to remove it with intention, otherwise it'll just stick to the oil pan. You ready? Here we go. And while it's draining, we can just stick that on and or inspect. There's really no metal shavings on this plug. And just like that, 1.5 minutes is how long it takes to drain this engine block. It's about 4 quarts. So once that finished draining, we're gonna go ahead and move the oil pan right under the oil filter and get that oil filter removed. All right, looks like we're done draining. It is just trickling. I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall the drain bolt, clean up the mess, and then really the torque spec on this is about 30 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and torque it up. Heat, 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 heat. See if that's the right torque. Yep, that's the right torque. Look at that, no mess, nice and clean. When you drain the oil, it doesn't get your cross members and everything all messy. It is super easy to do maintenance on this car. Love it. Now it's the oil filter turn. I use this nice filter wrench. Works really good. Get your ratchet drive in here and good to go. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? Ugh. Ugh. Good. All right, once you loosen that up, make sure your pan is out here to catch stuff, and then take it down by hand. Here we go. You could just kind of let it drain, but I am impatient, so I'm just gonna let that come right off. Very nice. We're gonna clean this up, and looks like we are ready for the new filter. So our old oil filter has been on there for about 9 months, and 5,000 miles later, here we are replacing it with a new one. This one's exactly the same. So we're just gonna put a date on it. This one already has lubrication on the gasket, so good to go. All right, it is May 6, 2024. We're at 16,000 miles, and I will try to see if I can maybe do the next oil change in 4,000 miles, so that way we're at 20,000, and then after that we do every 5, so it's 25, 30, 35. You get a nice round number. I don't know if you're a number person or not. I don't really go that crazy about the numbers, but it would be kind of cool to do it in 5s. You do not want aluminum foil to get into your engine, so try to remove it carefully without any little pieces remaining. Kind of like I just failed to do. Got someone's pubic hair on this bottle. Not mine, I promise. And we'll pre-fill the filter here a little bit. I know it's not totally necessary, but I like to put a little dab in there. All right, maybe we can do a bit more. All right, that should be good. Here we are with the filter. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da, here we are, filter installed. And this time I smartened up and I actually put the date and the mileage upside down with the filter. So then once it's mounted upside down, you can actually read it from the ground level. Very convenient. Capacity is 4.9 quarts. With the filter. Now I did pre-fill the filter, so I'm going to put in about 4.5 quarts, and then we'll measure it one more time. Always a good idea to turn your bottle to the side so you don't get the gulp, gulp, gulp. We'll let that fill. In a few minutes, we're gonna run the engine and check the level one more time. Not quite. Put a little more in. All right, and we have just a little bit left on the bottom of the bottle here from 5 quarts. The capacity is 4.9, so we're going to run the engine and verify. Carbon's sitting for a couple minutes. Let's check the oil level again. Pretty good level. We're just below the full mark, and the car is sitting on an incline a little bit with the nose up. So once I get it on a level ground, it should be pretty good level. All right, oil change number 4 is complete on this 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander at 16,000 miles. We'll see you in about 4,000 to 5,000 miles. Let's get the computer reset. Someday I'll take off the screen protector that came stock and actually buy one off of Amazon. I think there is a pretty good one that you can get like for your cell phones type of thing. So, all right, so let's go to maintenance, and 40 miles remaining on this oil change. So we're going to go ahead and get both of these reset. 5,000 miles. All right, very good. So if we go into each one of them, date of change August 5th, 2024. So that is really 3 months from now. That is a bit too often, but not sure why they have August 5th on here. Today's May 6th. So really weird. Maybe the computer hasn't updated itself yet, but I have that set for 1 year and every 5,000 miles, whichever one comes sooner. So that is it for the engine oil. And then we're going to look at the filter. Same thing, same mileage. All right, and then we also need to change the cabin air filter. Stay tuned for the cabin air filter replacement video. That is coming up soon. I must have neglected mine. I've kept mine in for nearly 16,000 miles since new, so we're going to see what that looks like. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.